Once again, I'm back again. Second time in 2 nights. Yeah, yeah. The synagogue did get me, brother, but it is what it is, right? I don't really care. I mean, it's what it is. Thank you, Darius, for saying you glad to see me back. Second time in 2 nights, actually. This won't be as long as last night. It won't be as long, and it might be more intriguing. Um, I don't know. A lot of crazy stuff been going on today. Has anybody recognized? And I just thought about it. What what is going on with everybody? Is everybody like in some funk or something? I really don't know. But I talked about something that really went down today that was just, you know, it was mind blowing to me. This was mind blowing. Mm. Because mind blowing is crazy. But it shows you how far public health has gone down the drain, which I might never have been really there to start with. But nevertheless, here we go. There we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we gotta go. We gotta continue to go down the rabbit hole, actually, man, because you know what? I find it very comical that people don't go down it. When you go to the rabbit hole, you find a lot of stuff. Unfortunately, that's why the rabbit always goes past the burying hole. They tried to put me in my burying hole, but they really didn't. Actually, this made me better. Like, and it's gonna be hard for me to get back to everything that in like 4 or 5 months or whatever the hell it was, February, whatever. I mean, I've been to Baltimore, New York, and all the other places since then. And I mean, it's trust me, it was a wild experience when I went to New York. I mean, all the public parking on the street. I can't really expound into all that. I mean, everything that happened, I gotta do go in Reading Machine, gotta put up all the articles and stuff. So I just gotta catch up what's going on now. They were taking down videos there is for they call so-called medical misinformation, right? Um, what is it? They were taking their old videos for election fraud misinformation, but then they just said, "Hey, you know what? That's not what's in the news no more." So they said that they stopped taking it down for election fraud misinformation. Yeah, I'm not a fan of either. I mean, but it was interesting. I think I see something out there. It was a 24-hour place where you can get your nails done out there in New York City. That was very interesting. You get nails done 24 hours around the clock. They call it the city that never sleeps, right? So it never sleeps. So 24 hours getting your nails done, which is actually very, very interesting. I mean, but it's no different today when I was getting my hair cut. And I just happened to see a nail shop, wig shop, and I saw all that. I don't think about how much money these people are making with hair and nails, man. These are really cornering the market. And they had the place where you get your eyelash extension for $99 on that. I was like, wow. I didn't even realize that. Mm. That's usually I get somebody to come to my house and cut my hair, but this time I just went to a friend of mine. I work out with, and he cut my hair for me today. I went to his shop, and I'm kind of glad I did because I saw all the stuff around there. But that's that. Um, but I'll say this: America people at a self-esteem thing like never before. Um, it's getting worse, right? We've got a lot of major issues. I'm waiting for Chak to come on. Um, so yeah, it is medical facts, brother. It is medical facts. It's medical facts. Ain't no misinformation today. All right. Hold on. The conspiracy theories were right. They were right. Nobody ever said they were wrong except the media. We didn't believe them anyway. And that's why. Actually, I took a video of RFK Jr. the other day. And I think it was Jordan Peterson. They said they were passing that misinformation. Isn't that something? But it's funny they don't want to debate RFK either. So it's kind of interesting. Oh, they've been really lame lately. They have been very lame. They've been very lame lately. But hey, they say only the strong survive, so I gotta break down some more stuff later in the end of this show about these bear sightings and all that. So they do hate you when you call them on their BS. That's right, Cut Dog, Ellis. They do hate you when you call them on their BS. All right, man. Chak, where you at, man? Hey, man. RFK Jr. puts his jazz behind the scenes. You know what? I will say this. It's kind of weird, but you know what? And I thought about it. I will say this. He has not, it's what they call, how can I put it? He never said he was anti-vaccine anyway. He just talks about the bad ones. I think, really, to tell you the truth, 95% of them are bad. So I really don't understand his premise. Well, what's up, man?
Man, peace and blessings, man.
What's going on? You back?
Oh yeah, we back. We back at it again, man. Hey.
I see. All right, look, let's check this out. So we talking about this thing earlier today. I told you about the American Medical Association.
Right, yeah.
I look at that too, brother. I see there's something funny when you ran as a Democrat. All right. All right, Chak. Let's pull this video up. Chak in the building, y'all. So.
Welcome back to Wake Up America. I'm Christina Thompson. The American Medical Association has issued a new guidance saying that the use of body mass.
Hold on, man. Well, you talking about Elon Musk. You know what I call that, man? That's Neuralink, man. Now I watched that. There you go. That made. There you go. Fair uses are use permitted by copyright statute might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit educational personal use tips the balance in favor of their use. You know what, brother? That was a good move right there. I mean, I got it right here, but I was like, fair use copyright disclaimer under Section 107 Copyright 9676 allows made fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, research. Fair use is the use permitted by copyright statute might otherwise be infringing. Yep. There you go. Glad you said it. All right. Thank you, man. That's good. Because this might piss some people off. We're going back. Hey, Chak, We're going back into the medical rabbit hole, but on weight this time, though. Not on
Let's
weight.
get it.
Mass index, or BMI, is now racist. The association now recognizes issues with the long used method to categorize someone's weight due to its, quote, historical harm and racist exclusion. Now, for more on this, let's welcome in founder and president of Healthy Tennessee, Dr. Manny Sethi, and former tennis pro and the host of Holding Court podcast, Patrick McEnroe. Now, thank you guys for coming on. Let's talk about BMI because it uses height and weight to calculate whether someone is underweight, overweight, obese. I've had mine checked before a lot of times. Dr. Sethi, it's been used since the 70s, but more and more we're hearing about how this isn't actually an accurate way to measure someone's health and risk for diseases like diabetes. But is its history racist?
Well, good morning and thanks for having me. We've actually been using BMI since the 19th century and, since 1972 here in journals. But look, it is not racist at all. I mean, BMI is very much correlated with, diabetes, things like heart disease, major problems. And look, no test is perfect, no measurement's perfect, but you need something when you talk to your patients. And this is just a very disturbing thing in a line of statements like this, that BMI is racist. I mean, how are we going to talk to our patients if everything we say is colored in this woke terminology?
True. I will say every body is so different. And there are some people who might come from a different background who may store fat differently. I was reading that people of Asian heritage might fall into a healthy range on a BMI scale, but could still be at risk for diabetes. So I think that is one example, but is it all in all racist? That's the question. Patrick, what do you make of this suggestion? Because it seems that the two have caught on to this idea for some people, but do you think that the AMA is just kind of playing catch up, or do you think there's something else at play here?
Well, first of all, again, thanks for being on. It's great to be on with a doctor as well. And a little birdie told me, Christina, that you had a big moment over the weekend. So congratulations to you on
Thank
that.
you.
That is great news. As far as this BMI thing goes, look, I don't know if you guys, people out there, saw this. It was going all over the internet maybe a month, 6 weeks ago. And it was a video of people walking through New York City, people of all backgrounds, all colors, women, men, etc. And the body types of the people at that time in history was remarkably different than it is around the world today, and certainly around this country. Look, I think we need some sort of statistic, as the doctor said, to help people, to have some guidelines for people. Yes, of course, people can come from different backgrounds and have different body types in general. But I mean, let's be honest, the biggest reason for this, whether you're black, white, Asian, whatever color you could possibly be, is the fact that people sit around a lot more than they used to.
Right.
And that's, here I am on Zoom talking to you. And people have jobs that enable them to sit down a lot more than they used to. And the other thing I think we have to be honest with is our food has gotten progressively worse, I would say, over the years. Our government allows companies to put all sorts of not good stuff. I won't say it. I won't say the word I want to say in foods, lots of sugar, sugary foods. And I think that's the biggest reason why you see the average weight of people has gone up considerably, particularly over the last 40 to 50 years.
Patrick, I agree with you. And not only sugar, but also preservatives, chemicals, they're all impacting our body in ways that we really haven't seen, don't have enough research on to know how much of a negative impact it's having. But Dr. Manny Sethi, the AMA now suggests
What do you think about that, Chak, so far? Kind of interesting, ain't it?
Very interesting.
Talk about food, chemicals in the food, right? Talk about all that, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So, being a personal trainer, I know that the BMI chart, like I said, there are some exceptions. But in the end of the day, you cannot deny when you see an obese person on the street. And you cannot deny when 60 to 70% of your community could be considered obese. You see that with your own eyes. You ain't got to look. You ain't got to be no fool. You ain't got to go on a chart. You can see that. All right?
Facts.
Okay. So with the AMA, the American Medical Association, is also saying, dare it, she called it Frankenstein foods. Frankenstein foods. Yes. But that's right. But it's more so like these preservatives in the food, high fructose corn syrup. They even talked about sugar, Shaq. Didn't you say sugar #1 drug in America? They talking
That's
about it.
what
Okay.
you know me. You know me. That's what I call it.
That's what they saying, right? That's what they saying. Um, so I'm looking at it like they don't want you on there. So they telling you that the American Medical Association that's racist to talk about people's BMI. But so what they about to do is they gonna start saying you fat shaming people, and they gonna say let everybody be overweight, and everybody can die of massive heart attacks being overweight, and they gonna say, well, you just didn't want to shame people. It's kind of like the jab shaming they were doing to you. They're gonna do it with the weight now. New game plan. They probably got new game plan coming up. They call you fat phobic now. That's what they called you. Fat shaming.
Yeah.
But that's what they're doing. So
Say they fat shame you, huh?
yeah, they fat shaming you. Let me let them finish right now. Hold on.
Yeah.
To use the BMA calculator in conjunction with other measurements. You said earlier we need something to go on. Do you think that that's a good idea? Maybe BMI along with something else. What else can we use?
Sure. Look, again, no test is perfect. And I agree very much with what you were saying. Look, in Asian Americans, other folks, but this is a measurement. And what's important is the visceral fat percentage. So there are other things you can use. You can calculate body fat in other ways, using a scale, using an Amaron meter, other things. Because again, the visceral body fat is what is so bad for you, which increases risk of heart disease, of diabetes, of other things. But BMI is just sort of a quick and easy way to calculate that. And I worry that if we start, woking this and scaring physicians and healthcare providers to not use that, that's a problem. And as Patrick said, look, this is a much deeper problem, right, of our lifestyle, of what we're eating, of what we're doing. And I think we just need to address that. And let me just say, as a physician, the AMA has become a very far left organization that does not represent probably even 5% of doctors in America and their views. And so I would just very much push back on this.
Yeah, I think it is scary. You're right. When a group is trying to tell people, oh, it's okay to be overweight or obese, when it's not, because that leads to really terrible health conditions that could impact someone's life, could lose their life because of it. But Patrick, I know when it comes to athletes, sometimes muscle mass can put you over into even the obese category on the BMI. Have you seen anything like that? What does someone need to do if they might have way more muscle mass than the average person who maybe might not be as athletic? Should they get extra tests?
Christina, I wish I knew. I wish I had a little more muscle mass. I've been working on that, and there's no doubt that as we get older, you have to watch yourselves a little bit more. I still try to work out on a regular basis. I can't eat as much as I used to eat when I was training as a professional athlete, 4 to 8 hours a day. So reality sets in. You have to change some of your goals. You have to change some of your habits as well. But I'm excited for you because I know you got engaged this weekend, and I want to wish you all the best. I hope you had a great time celebrating. And here's my advice to everybody out there. Okay, go outside, play a little bit of. How about this? Play some tennis to keep yourself in shape.
Well, I know you were watching it at the French Open.
In the summer.
Very cool. Yeah. Cutting back on the cheese from that.
Exactly.
But thank you for the congratulations. I really.
Oh man. Oh. Wait a minute, hold on. All right, I got it. I had too many tabs running, but go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So my question to be is, we need the SAD, the SAD American Diet chart, need to be revised because that's what people was going off. They and these institutions, in school, all American institutions go by the SAD. Even these doctors' offices, they go by the SAD. The dietitians go by the SAD, the Standard American Diet. So don't you think, with all the so-called rising in the different comorbidities, diseases, kidney disease, heart disease, diabetes. Now we got colon rectal disease, cancer. I mean, we got colorectal cancer that's on the rise. It says the number 2 dangerous cancers in America
Question.
on the rise.
Question. Now let me ask a question now.
Uh-huh.
Didn't Dr. Randy Short say that a long time ago?
Man, we got to give credit to the great Dr. Randy Short, because he definitely said that about 3 years ago that ain't no cancer was going to be on the rise. And lo and behold, colorectal cancer is on the rise.
His brother Darius is saying that that's anti-melanin too. We don't eat all that dairy and meat like they eat.
Like who eat? Europeans?
I guess. Like that's what you're saying. Europeans, yeah.
We do eat all the dairy. That's why we have, allegedly. This is for research and education purposes. The commentary that's coming out of my mouth.
Wait a minute. He might. Oh, I thought you were talking about women, because I think is he talking about Darius, because your comment up here, you saying BMI, but if you got fat hanging on the belly and chicks got the muffin top, that ain't healthy, bro. Because I do know that I don't see a lot of men eating as much dairy as women sometimes. Cheese and all the other stuff on there. Cheese on the broccoli.
Dairy, milk, yeah, cheese. You got milk.
Okay, he said we don't eat like the Europeans. I'm saying, okay, yeah, okay. That's cool. All right, I got you.
Right.
Gotcha.
You're right. We have a different makeup. Most of us are lactose, man. You know what I mean? We're supposed to drink the milk from the mother. You know what I mean? We ain't supposed to be drinking this milk from some of these animals. Our digestive system is not designed like that, man. That's why we have IBS. That's why we got IBS. We got all type of problems with the gut.
Irritable bowel syndrome or something like that?
Irritable bowel syndrome. A lot of women got IBS, man. On the low. They got IBS, dude.
Gotcha.
Off of my study, I ain't gonna say a lot, and they say many so-called melanated black women have IBS. Whether they go to the doctor and get diagnosed with it or not, they know something is going wrong with their stomach, with their digestion.
Well, let me say something.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of illness we talking about, people ain't going to the doctor for no way. I'm just telling you, it's probably more of it out here than not, because everybody ain't going to no doctor for these checkups anyway.
They sure aren't.
It's probably more than that. Like, I know that the study I gave you yesterday with the colorectal cancer, that may be true, but that could be twofold too, really, because everybody ain't going to no doctor.
Right. And think about it too, Bernard. They're not checking for some of these things either, because they have a schedule. If you ain't telling them what's going on in your everyday life and you're not bringing it up, then it's not. If they doing a blood test, lab work upon you, some of this stuff should be put on there as annual, tests.
Yep.
So why is it not? That should be on your annual test, your blood work for all this. If these diseases are more common, they should be on there already.
This guy is bringing down some stuff right here.
Okay.
He's saying, seems like when you go to the doctor, the problem solved. Why did the problem start? Because they give you a prescription. But if you know what to do yourself, you can combat that. You ain't got to wait for them.
Well, allegedly, they're not trying to fix the problem. Allegedly.
Yeah. Allegedly not.
for
Now,
educational purposes. And, you know.
yeah. Now let me say this.
Uh-huh.
I got something to pull up, man. This gonna be. They're talking about some people missing on the looking for the Titanic or something, or submarine or something today. You heard about this?
Man. No, I ain't heard about that. Man, it must be the weed these people smoking, man. Damn.
I gotta pull it up, man.
All right.
I think it's funny, man. I just happy. I've been seeing people talk about it all day. All right.
Well, I will say this,
I need to
Bernard.
break this down more in depth, though.
I will say this. We really do need our own specialists, man, in all fields. All fields of studies and industries. We need people that look like us that came from us because something is it's a disconnect somewhere. You know, we need people.
Hey, you're right, Darius. That is a false flag. I've been saying the same thing. I'm like, come on, man. But look, Shaq, listen to this story, man. Listen to
Uh-huh.
this.
Authorities lost contact on Sunday, and the Coast Guard is focusing its search in the North Atlantic, about 900 miles east of Cape Cod. This video shows remnants from the massive ship that sunk in 1912. Ocean Gate Expedition started this tour a couple years ago as a way to track the Titanic's deterioration. The company operates a submersible called the Titan, which can submerge to a depth of roughly 13,000 feet. And there's usually a mix of archaeologists, marine biologists, and tourists in the five-man crew.
Come on, man. They can go down 13,000 feet.
But they say they can't find the people now. They say the Titanic was missing in 1912. Come on, man. Cut it out, man.
Hold on.
Now.
But what happened after 1912, though?
World War
I. What specifically? What was created a year after 1912?
The ADL.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
that ain't what I'm talking about.
Like, there might be something missing. ADL was somewhere around there.
Jekyll Island. What happened to Jekyll Island?
I forgot what happened. Go ahead and talk about it. Shoot.
The Federal Reserve was created in 1913.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yep. Because in the Titanic, a lot of rich families on the Titanic. That's right. Then the Federal Reserve. Yep.
I think the FBI, when the FBI created in 1915 or something like that.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
See, all these things, you can track this stuff through the timeline, man, and see when we got pimped out. It ain't no mystery. You know what I mean?
Federal Reserve. Daggone it. That's right. The daggone Federal Reserve.
Yep. Jekyll Island, 1913. I don't know what month.
No, it's all good, man. I understand. CIA formed in 1947. Yep, that's right. In 1930s, you had the Great Depression. I actually tell you, you're in the form of Great Depression right now. That's another story. We'll get to it later. But
wow.
Okay, let me say something. I'm not even going to do a video on this one. Today, just bring this up. Hunter Biden was found guilty on tax and drug charges. None of this stuff about all the other stuff, the tax and drug charges. And they said that his brother died in 2015. That's why he had all this problem. Joe Biden said he's proud of his son. And I'm like, I told you on the phone one time, Shaq, Hunter Biden got a lot of stuff going on, but they're gonna give him a lesser charge, let him plead probation. I told you that. Tax charges. Everybody else will be under the jail.
Now, this is something I didn't know. I didn't know that any president, former or current, can pardon. Had to still have the authority to pardon. I didn't know that. Did you know that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but he ain't getting no pardon though, because daggone, he just getting probation. He getting a misdemeanor charge, slap on the wrist. What's up? What's up, Frank?
But, peace.
I think I'm making a feedback. Hold up, my bad.
You good on it, there?
Sorry about that. Yo, what's good, man? Hey, that's why I was putting in the chat, man. The Federal Reserve, man. That they might not even. I'm gonna keep it real. The Titanic might not even sunk by an iceberg. I think they did some what's name to that shit. Sabotage that shit.
Hey, man.
Dr. Ball said that 3 people on the Titanic was against the Federal Reserve too.
Ooh. But see, that makes sense though. Because they knew. Just like some of these people are okay. For example, some of these people are against the digital currency. Now watch, watch some of these people speak out against the digital currency and see what happened to them. That's kind of similar, I think, to the digital currency, the Federal Reserve back in the day. They're gonna
get thrown out the window when they start building. That's what's gonna happen.
And see, there's people. I think there is people coming out like certain, like obviously these Republicans, and the conservatives, they're against the they're against that the CBDC and all that, which is good.
Okay,
that don't mean that they're the heroes. That don't mean that they're the heroes because they're against that shit.
I'll make a prediction. You know what could happen? Now, Florida, basically the red states, right? Gonna have a situation where you possibly can use cash and and don't have to do digital currency, but the blue states, they're gonna say you got to use digital currency, and that's gonna drive people out of blue states on the red states who don't want to. That's true.
First of all, let's go back because we need to have civics, and this is just small stuff that I'm picking up myself because I'm not deep into civics. But I thought Congress was supposed to pass all laws, right? Congress has to go through Congress, so the president does have a right to what?
It's not a sign of
an act. But it's got to go through Congress. It's got to go through Congress for it to be legal. So even if by executive order, president can enact some things by executive order, but guess what? Each individual state do not have to abide by that. Legally, don't have to abide by that. What's the name?
You never lied.
That act or that act that the president signed. Damn, what did I just call it? Executive order. They don't have to abide by the executive order, right? They have the power to control their own government, their local and state government. Each state does. The state allows the federal to come in for assistance or, But see, we've been so indoctrinated in these people allegedly that's in positions of, I'm not gonna say power right now. I'm gonna say positions of influence. Right. They have been prosperous at intimidation tactics. Right? Coercion, allegedly. So people don't know they're real. Most people, the average person, really don't know their rights. Because if they did, we would be fighting more, pushing back, not trying to fight and beat the government up. The people, let's say the people that's governed. But we will be exercising all our rights up under the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, per our state and local government. We will be putting the pressure on our state representatives. It's important for us to know and get. We need to get back the influence of our state representatives because that's who's supposed to represent you as the people per each state in each country per se.
All right.
Right? As you can see, New York, California, they pretty much do their own thing per their state, and other states tend to fall in line. They don't have to, but they tend to fall in line.
Yeah,
They tend to say cooperate.
I'm gonna bring up something that
Yes, sir.
I'm thinking about today. Last night, Frank, I was talking to you about California and Sacramento, and I just wanted to bring up something to Chak, because you were bringing up something about states and all that, right? You're bringing it up about states, right? And what got me today is I was talking about last night about some hate crime in Sacramento. I just found out the Sacramento Kings on their G League team today just hired the first woman to coach the G League team. And I think they got a woman CEO of their G League team or something like that, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's bring this up. All right. We gotta bring this up because something that funny happened in Sacramento. A lot of stuff been going on in Sacramento last couple of days. I just don't understand it, including the Kings making the playoffs for the first time in like 17 years or something. A lot of stuff going on in Sacramento. Just a lot of things. Let me play the video right quick. Play two of them actually.
Homes in Antelope have been the target of back-to-back hate crimes. The Sacramento County Sheriff's Office is investigating the groups of people who appear to be teenagers seen tearing down pride flags and setting them on fire.
It's actually happened at 3 homes. One of them was targeted twice. ABC 10's Luke Clary has more from Antelope.
People here in Antelope are stunned that this keeps happening. And as the sheriff's office investigates this hate crime, people targeted are finding ways to connect with one another.
A quiet community of close neighbors shaken by an act of hate.
It's violating. It's scary that someone comes onto your property, and this was planned.
Last week, Joanna Martinez Moles came home to a tattered and burned pride flag. A neighbor catching this on video. Vandals setting it on fire.
What was your reaction?
It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking.
Days later, it happened again at a neighbor's house less than a mile away. Again, captured on camera, not once, but twice. The second time in broad daylight. And what looks like a large group of teenagers set the flag on fire and run away.
And whether these guys are 13 or 43 makes no difference to us. They are targeting a very marginalized group, a very defined group that's protected under the law. So there's no reason for anyone to simply dismiss this as a bunch of kids playing pranks.
Joanna reached out to her neighbor. Living just a mile apart, they'd never met before.
Our hearts broke together, but now I have another ally, and we're constantly kind of checking in with each other and how are you doing and what's going on.
At Joanna's house, there's a new message where her pride flag once was.
We have decided to stick to love, as hate is too great a burden to bear.
And she has a message for whoever is behind those masks.
If you knew that they would see this, what would you say to them?
Why? What don't you understand? What makes you uncomfortable? What about this hurts you?
And here's the deal. Sacramento County deputies say they do have that surveillance video and even witnesses, but they need more. If you have any information, contact them as soon as.
Was that supposed to be
What you got,
LGBT?
man? What you got, Frank? Let me do
Was that an
something. Come on,
LGBT?
man.
Was it LGBT flag? What is that?
Yeah. But she told you you tied a marginalized group that's protected by law. That's what they
So
do.
they get you. So if it's a black kid, he gonna get charged as an adult when he does crime.
Man, them both no kids, man. They had a blowtorch. Did you see that? You saw them light it up. They had a daggone blowtorch, man.
But hold on. But why is it considered a hate crime?
Because you burning the flag.
Well, it could have just been some jokesters doing some dumb stuff. But why is it considered a hate crime?
Didn't the man just
See, if
tell
they
you
do it to us,
gonna-
it's not
didn't the
considered
man
a
just
hate
tell you they gonna go
crime.
after you because you target a marginalized group?
Says who?
But you know this is not considered hate crime when they do it to us, though.
Name one person in America that got charged with a hate crime against a so-called Black American or Negro American.
Oh wait.
All right.
I'll wait.
Now listen.
I'll wait.
A hate crime in Sacramento that started with a homophobic slur, then an attack.
The victim says it left him with head cuts and a concussion. So let's dive into this. CBS 13's Madison Keevy retraced the steps of the assault and has the warning now out for Pride Month, Madison.
Right.
Yeah, that hate crime happened here in Mansion Flats along a sidewalk like this one. You can see just how dark it is. The victim says that he was beaten unconscious. When he woke up, he was missing his phone, his wallet, and his keys. And now that attack on a dark street like this one is under investigation as a hate crime. The walk from Bear Dive on 14th and H Streets is one the victim said he'd taken before. Saturday, just after 1 a.m, he says he was in a great mood heading home. One homophobic slur, a signal he wasn't safe. Bear Dive's owner told CBS 13 no one at the bar knew what happened until they saw posts on social media. The victim hasn't been back to the bar since. Sacramento PD's Bias Crimes Task Force is investigating the attack. And it comes at the start of Pride Month, when organizers of Sacramento's Pride Festival say they've ramped up security at this weekend's events. Sac PD will provide added support if needed.
It's really important because of all of the anti-LGBTQ plus rhetoric that we're hearing right now.
Now you see just how dark, again, this area is. It was only a few blocks from the bar that he was leaving that night. He said he put out the message on social media to warn others not to walk alone, especially late at night when it's dark.
But see, why do they keep saying homophobic? How are you scared of gay people? I just don't be. It's these words and these terms and these phrases that these people are making up, man. It's just like, that should be brainwashed. It's just very propagandist, very brainwashing. You know what I mean? It's just very, it's just.
Now, Frank.
What does that mean? Supposed to mean? You know, you scared of gay people, homophobic.
Frank.
Mm-hmm.
If we walked around with shirts on that said I am a proud heterosexual, they were sweeping down that's highly offensive. Right?
Yeah.
Don't they call it
But they openly taunt people. But they openly taunt people and antagonize people. I'm gay. I'm LGBT. I'm all this. You're antagonizing people, man. We have a right to be who we want to be in this United States of America. You have a right to be who you want to be, but you don't obviously allowing them to be intrusive on other people's rights and freedoms. They're being intrusive. Huh? I don't have to walk around and say that I'm a heterosexual to get kudos or the badge of honor, first of all. So why are they allowed to do it? Why are they allowed to walk around and push people, antagonize people? Why? I need answers. Everything is homophobic. No. It seems like they're more heterophobic than homophobic.
Ooh.
I'm just saying, man. Think about it. You got a flag. Where's the heterosexual flag at? I didn't think we need to have the flag one.
This is ridiculous, man. This is more and more, we're getting more and more ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? It's
Man,
just,
they acting like pouty motherfucking kindergartners, dude. Kindergartners. They acting like snot-nosed kindergartners. You know when you're in kindergarten, first grade, they put your name tag on you. They put you in a marker. Hey, Frank, they put your name in a big marker. When you put your name tag on, you got to walk around all day with it.
$150,000 of investment capital at zero.
Sacramento police.
This last one of that. Last one. This is the same people. So just hold on.
And Sacramento County deputies both investigating tonight. They're looking into several separate incidents of hateful, anti-Semitic, and homophobic flyers being distributed in parts of the city and the county. ABC 10's Luke Clary is live in the studio right now. Luke, it's disturbing news. Tell us what you've learned tonight.
Well, Laura, these flyers started popping up late last night into this morning, many of them in the Arden Arcade area, but also in places like River Park in East Sacramento. Here's what we know tonight. Delivered on the front lawns and doorsteps of people across Sacramento City and County, hateful anti-Semitic flyers like this one.
When I woke up this morning, I had texts and emails from community members, primarily in the North area, who had seen these disgusting flyers that have been distributed in the area.
Willie Recht, CEO of the Jewish Federation, said some of the images so offensive that we've blurred them out were also ridiculous.
And they were. I mean, they're hateful, but they're ridiculous. We know where things like this can go, and so we take it very seriously.
And that it's no surprise they showed up on Juneteenth in the heart of Pride Month. He said they were found in front of 2 synagogues in the Arden area, Mosaic Law Congregation on Sierra Boulevard, and at the nearby Knesset Israel Torah Center. Sacramento police say that some were also found in the River Park neighborhood too, the department working together with the county sheriff's office to investigate.
We want to find out who's at the bottom of these things.
Sergeant Gandhi with the sheriff's office says biased crime detectives are on it, but as hateful and despicable as these messages may be, the sheriff's office points out that they may not actually constitute a crime. Hate speech is still protected speech.
And I know it's going to anger a lot of people because, again, you, I, and most other people are going to look at that and go, yeah, how is this not a crime? But again, people have to understand people have that constitutional right to feel how they feel and voice those opinions.
The concern is hate speech can lead to threats or actual violence.
While they are ridiculous, while they are almost a waste of time, honestly, we can't treat it that way, and we take it very, very seriously.
The Jewish community and law enforcement not taking these flyers or the hate they represent lightly. And the sheriff's office says that if you see one of these flyers in your neighborhood, you should reach out immediately. The groups behind this may not have crossed the line into criminal activity this time, but for law enforcement, gathering all of that information that they can get can help them in future investigations.
Ain't there something? Hey,
I don't trust it. Where the cameras at? Now we live in the United States of America. It's so wired up with cameras all over the place. Where the cameras at? I need to see the evidence, video evidence. Where the cameras at? I'm not buying.
Man, that probably, hey, look, that could be the police or the feds putting them daggone things up and making you and putting it in your yard in the middle of the night. I ain't wasting my time going outside putting a damn flag in my yard, man. Come on, man, cut it out.
Man, ain't nobody got no Ring cameras. Ain't no cameras out there. Ain't no cameras nowhere in these neighborhoods, in these areas.
I think they still got a Ring camera, man.
Man, I need to see the video evidence, man, because I know they got it.
How you feel about this, brother? How you feel about this, brother?
It's just ridiculous as it is. Like, dude even said it's ridiculous. So look, man, check this out, man. What does Juneteenth got to do with any of this shit? See, that's what I'm saying, man. We let them hit us with and make holidays after these days and put the stamp on it as official national holiday and all this and that. So that means that they can do whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? And perceive the holiday how they want.
Trying to lump black folks with some sodomites.
Of course.
But look, they're in the same party though. Black folks and the sodomites are in the same party, man. They push for the same party though. So that's the thing, dude. Like when you this political stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? You brand yourself with some kind of political party, man. That's the type of stuff that happens though. You know what I'm saying? What does that political party back? You know what I'm saying? What is it backing? What does it come with? You know what I'm saying? What kind of followers or people or believers or whatever that you know what I mean? Does it come with? That's what does that make sense though, y'all? That's weird. You know what I'm saying? And see, the thing is, I've been saying this, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? The thing is, man, it's just like, that's like, for example, You see what I'm saying? The conservatives / Republicans, they well, even though, my bad, I can't say that because they have something called the Law Cabinet. That's the gay wing of the Republican Party, but that's something different. So, but they mostly, you know what I'm saying, don't rock with the LGBT, right? That's from what they say they stance, right? You see what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying? So, and then, like, so they're they're pro-life. And they're, again, you know what I'm saying? So that's the difference. And their base is mostly, you know what I'm saying, the Europeans. So look at that. Compare that to the Democratic side. You see what I'm saying? What comes with the Republican / conservative side? What comes with the Democratic side? I think it's both. It's just all, they all playing each other because they do similar shit. One president will outsource the job. One Republican president will outsource the jobs in the 80s, and the other one would do it in the 90s. It's just all bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's all, you know. And guess what? This is another thing I was just thinking about with those crazy ass crime bills that I was thinking this earlier that Biden wrote and then Clinton ushered in. Where was the white conservatives? Where were they? Why were they? How come? You know, why were they not going against these crime bills? Well, it wasn't. See, the white conservatives always use this as a talking point to some so-called black host or co-host or somebody that's on the show with them, coincided with them. You see what I'm saying? But they never really, you know, break it down.
Wait a minute, Frank. Hold on. Now, let me tell you something about that crime bill. Biden was actually pushing for the crime bill with the Republicans. See, you gotta remember that. See, Biden really, the Republicans was in. The Republicans in the house had the House of Representatives, and the crime bill was passed. They won the House in '94, right? Newt Gingrich, matter of fact.
Right, Newt Gingrich.
Right? Contract with America and all that. And they got Biden pushed the legislation, convinced other Democrats to join the aisle, including the Black Caucus, by the way. Oh, yeah. They was
on it. Yep.
Corrections Corporations of America.
Right.
All right? They had it in the back pocket. Even Maxine Waters voted for the crime bill. Mm-hmm. They say they did it to help to stop black men from killing each other on the streets. But they really wanted you for prison rape.
They wanted us in prison. See, and that's the thing. That's why the schools, the public schools, are failing so poorly. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the school to prison pipeline. That's one thing. Umar Johnson is right. Umar Johnson is right about. And then the thing is, so you get more, because these public, the Democrats and the Republicans. One thing these dudes got in common: they both invest in these privatized prisons. Mike Pence is a big investor in that shit, right? So that's one thing that the goal for both sides is for us to get locked up. That's why they're both pushing for it, because these people.
Well, what happened in the 90s, though? What happened in the 90s when all that was going on? They were also bringing in young aged Hispanic males. While you were getting locked up, they were bringing them in to work in the job market.
That's true.
They brought them in. But I was saying something about Sacramento. And I said, it's got to be a lot of stuff going on Sacramento, because Sacramento Kings just hired Lindsey Harden as a new head coach of the Stockton Kings. That's their G League affiliate. And Angelique Ranadivine is general manager. And she is the owner's kin or something. So a lot of things going on in Sacramento. So as me and Chak said, multiple things exist at once. And when you got all this thing going on around Sacramento, a change is soon to come. Something is coming. Okay, that's all I'm saying. This is all about Sacramento news. I don't know what the hell, right?
But so you just both said it though. The Democrats and the Republican push for it. See, public. That's why I be trying to tell people. I don't want to say no names, but just people that we know that pushing for one side more than the other, and it's just like pushing for this candidate more than the other. I don't do that, man, because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, as a critical thinking dude that I am, I know it's all like WWF. You just picking Ultimate Warrior, I'm picking motherfucking Hulk Hogan. It's just that simple. They both work for Vince McMahon, man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't just understand why we get so, you know what I'm saying, hot and under the collar over this type stuff, dude. Like, this shouldn't even be no debates over stuff like this with us. If we're so, highly intelligent, like we say, and so, then why are we debating over these? Like, the lesser two evils. See, I didn't know evil was good. I didn't know evil was the one to root for. You see what I'm saying? So,
But naturally, organically, Frank, not to cut you, we, as the so-called American Indians, Aboriginals of this landmass, the so-called Black Americans, Black Negroes, American Negroes, indigenously, were conservative, right?
True.
So when did we turn liberal? When did we turn liberal? What changed in history?
Mm.
You know what I mean? We was conservative.
I think Lyndon B. Johnson had a lot to do with it. With that stupid ass civil rights bill.
Huh?
I'm about to put something funny in this. Funny in here, Shaq. I want to show Frank this. This is some funny stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
So why you putting that?
We've been talking about this.
Why are you putting that in that civil rights bill, Lyndon B. Johnson? But see, why were none of these people pushing for human rights though? See, that says a lot about, you know, these misleaders are just there and getting paid to sell us out, just like these musicians. I mean, these Ice Spices and these NBA YoungBoy and all are getting paid to indoctrinate the youth. It's the same stuff.
Here you go, man.
Yeah.
Here you go, bro. I'm going to show you this, Frank. We're going to get to them in a minute, too. Some of them. What the hell? Look at this bear.
Hold on, where you at?
Whoa.
I don't know. My screen might be okay. My
You don't
shit
see
had
me?
froze. Huh?
Yeah, it did.
Let me
Look
see.
at that bear. Somebody's house.
Was it a panda?
What the hell?
Was it a panda? Is it a panda?
I mean, he wasn't satisfied in the house. He didn't see nothing he liked.
Damn.
No, he made a nice climb, didn't he?
But see, you know, we messed up we messed up nature by building on their lands and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like that motherfucker went up. He was up in that window, boy. Imagine. But see, and then see, these people talk about gun rights and gun laws and gun this and that. But damn, dude, like, what if something like that happens? Then what? You ain't got no.
Well, this is the thing. They've been talking about bear sightings all week. I've seen more. I heard about more bear sightings in Virginia over the last week. Coyote sightings overnight. But in Arizona, somebody got mauled by a bear. Daggone, you had daggone bear sightings, and they said you're gonna have more of them. Bears are mating, but they are actually out of season. They're kind of late because the weather this year in a lot of the country, like in San Antonio and Dallas and all that, it's like 100 and some degrees. But down here tomorrow it's be 70. It's supposed to rain all the way till Friday or some crap, right?
Yeah,
So
just
this
like it's
weather's
70
off.
degrees out here, 70-something degrees out here.
So this weather's off. We're gonna start seeing bears, and the animals acting real weird. They messed up right now. Like Chak even said, the radiation messing these animals up.
Mm-hmm.
We don't see bears in human habitat. Bear ain't got no need to come in your damn house.
I know. That motherfucker, he was up in there. He came out, went back in, came out. That motherfucker was unsure like a motherfucker.
Hey man, hey look, what they tell you, Frank? When you see a bear, you scared, you act large. Act large. They're like, yeah, okay.
I act larger, right? I act larger with my my AR-15. That motherfucker, I act large as a motherfucker.
Yeah, acting large. Don't, hey Shaq, don't be no hero, daggone. Don't try to fight Pokey the bear. He might scratch you.
Man.
He might scratch you.
Hey, Wes, in the words of the great West, they don't like dark meat.
You know what? Hey, look, they ain't like something in the house because he got out that thing, didn't he? But y'all were talking about what's the damn woman name? Y'all were talking about Ice Spice.
Oh my God.
I ain't going to Ice Spice. I'm gonna go somewhere else. I'm gonna go to Gabrielle Union. I'm gonna show you some.
But
Yeah,
she's not even so-called black Ice Spice. That's the crazy thing about it.
She Dominican.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Dominican.
Yeah, she's Dominican. She from the Bronx. This is a pictures of Gabrielle Union and what's the girl name? Taraji P. Henson, that's the name. They were at the
Hold on, let me put y'all on mute.
it's showing you a picture. You see the picture? Show you a picture.
See it, man.
That's Gabrielle Union and Taraji. It's up there.
What's she wearing? Look like a motherfucker.
Man, she got the tape on her breast.
X-Men uniform or something, bro. What the fuck?
All right, I'm gonna show you that picture of Gabrielle Union. I ain't done. See, let me bring it down some. What the hell, right? Hey, come on, man. Like, what the
Why's
hell?
her ass look like that?
All right. I just bring it up, man. Come on.
It look funny looking like, I don't know. What is that supposed to mean? Like, what is that? What kind of fashion statement is that supposed to be?
I don't know what the hell they doing right here. I don't know what the hell they doing right here. This thing look crazy, man. I just say it, man. You know, like what the hell up with this? What's up with this picture, man? Oh, 100, I think 50 years of hip hop. Big Daddy Kane, Fat Joe, and Glorilla gonna highlight that. Glorilla just came out, but
oh my god, that bitch is burnt.
Yeah, but
what's the big deal behind her, dude?
Yeah.
Like she look, and then these bras are just like the crazy thing about it is how some of these bras are married and they got kids and they're pushing the different kind of like. I don't know, man. But they know they're just like makeup products. They're just like makeup products, and they're just like you. I think Shaq, yeah, one of y'all or BJ, one of y'all said yesterday, their self-esteem, the low self-esteem, man, makes these companies billions and millions. And honestly, the low vibrational frequency and the low self-esteem and misguidance from these kids on up to these damn adults listening to this damn music makes these motherfuckers millionaires.
All right, let me Shaq, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. All right. I tell you, I won't be on that long tonight, so I want to bring up one thing. You can break it down in 10 minutes.
I am your father.
Shaq been having this thing lately talking about what's his guy name? Kevin Samuels. I've been looking at the video. It's gotten interesting.
The GOAT.
Hey, Frank, Kevin Samuels. What do you think about Kevin Samuels, Frank? I watched him last. I watched him plenty of times. It's just the daggone Shaq been kind of reincarnated. Kind of interesting. What do you think, man?
Not at the same time, not even just clowning. That cat, you know what I'm saying? Kevin Samuels, one thing, man, he just held the females accountable, man. But see, the thing was funny too, because he used to go in on, he used to, correct men on their dating lives and what not to do and what to do and all that, you know what I'm saying, too. But since he started, just going strictly with women, it was big Mr. Meanie, Kevin Samuels. So you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, honestly, man, he was an older dude, man, but at the same time, man, he really he just, showed you, you know what I'm saying, if you was a guy, he showed you how to step the game up, man. And he was a female, he showed you basically, you see what I'm saying, how to just, value yourself, man, or correct, you know what I'm saying, the mistakes or whatever you're doing. You see what I'm saying? Correct the mistakes that you're doing, man, and be a better you. And at the same time, but he also told, certain females, man, at a certain age, stop playing games in your 20s, you know what I'm saying, and early 30s, and really, really, you know what I'm saying, start taking love and life and dating seriously, man. Have kids, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, before you have kids, pick somebody, you know what I'm saying, a good man. But at the same time, if you don't work, make sure he work, you know what I'm saying, and you stay home. Like he was traditional too at the same time. And they don't like that. You know, they don't like him holding females accountability, and at the same time, they don't like him being traditional. And it makes all types of rumors up, but he gay and this and that. But dude, okay, fuck it. Let's say for, you know what I'm saying, this sake or whatever, the motherfucker was gay. Y'all hang out with a bunch of gay males, dude, and y'all call them cis, so I don't get it. So they is certain times gay. So you want to weaponize it against a straight motherfucker, but yeah, at the same time, you want to hang out with people. But, at the same but at the same time, he was just honestly, man, he was just like an older. They called him the what they call him, the Godfather, right?
I'm not going to expand on too much. I'm going to let Chak do more expanding on this. But let me say something I realized.
Mm-hmm.
What Kevin Samuels said is not different than probably me, you, or him is saying. Okay.
Right.
This is the problem. This is the problem I had. Kevin Samuels was doing a live stream, right? You know, like I sent you a link and I sent Chak a link.
Right.
He had the link. People came on the video. If you was a woman that crossed in the arena, you act and he talked to you, you got what you got. So I don't understand why you married. If you clicked on the link to go in there, you were bold enough to come on the link, and he gave you an answer. You can't be mad at the opinion you got. Well, you can't be mad. That's your right to get mad. But at the same time, you went on there, so he told you what he said. Some things he said, you know, out of women, some women agree with, some don't. I just didn't understand all the bashing and when he died and how they, you know, was basically trying to say, well, he should have died and stuff like that, right? Because what he's saying ain't really that off. I mean, let me put it this way. The first stuff that opened up with the American Medical Association, he would tell a woman that she needed to lose weight. I mean, he just held you accountable. He said that he told you that it don't look great to have tattoos, makeup, and eyelashes. He said the same thing a lot of other men saying. Women say it too. Some women, the ones that's well grounded, they say it too. So I don't understand what the issue. Well, I do understand the issue. It's about holding you accountable. And no lack of accountability. I was talking to Chak before we even started the show. Really, the problem is not, to me, it's a problem with the women wearing the eyelash, makeup, and stuff and getting to all this vanity. But the real problem is not them per se. The problem is they're taking their daughters to do the same thing. They go to shop, and the daughters coming out at 18 years old looking just like them. That's the more pressing issue. They're passing it on.
And like you said, most of them, if you analyze this, you know, our experience, life experience, that women compete. The mother and daughters competing damn near for the same damn dude. You know not
what?
in every situation, not in every scenario, but in the same sense, they are.
You're 40, you need to be sitting there baking cookies. You don't need to be competing with your daughter over the same man.
Well, that's happiness, man. But you got to seek the happiness, man. You got to take down all these falsities, these societal falsities, and misnomers that's out here in society that's been afforded to the American woman, because the American woman has way more. They keep saying the men. There's not enough men for the women, right? This is what they keep saying, right? There's a lack of men. No, that's not a lack of men. That's incorrect. Actually, right? There's a decline in men. They say actually the American woman, whatever race she is or ethnic group that she derives from, the American woman has way more options than any other ethnic group. They just say through any other foreign country, ethnic woman from another race or landmass, culturally wise, they have more options. What I mean by that is they can opt out of a relationship, of marriage, at any time. At any time. It ain't got to be nothing wrong with that guy. They just say, you know what they say? When they go to, well, I got bored. What? Huh?
They do say stuff like that, dude.
You're not playing a damn Sudoku puzzle or a damn you ain't playing tic-tac-toe out here, man.
Dude.
They've been going around playing these games, man, and it's getting serious now. They're seeing most men are trying to step their game up, and they seeing that some of these women are getting passed by because you conjure this up. Oh, somebody just came in. Hold on. Hold on, y'all continue.
Yeah, you good.
That makes sense. Look, that's a good point. They have a lot of options, bro. That's why it's harder for dating. And then you know what they say is dumbass stats. Oh, in South Carolina, it's harder, that much harder. And then men in Harlem, New York, are saying that it's hard. Dating sucks, and dating is harder than ever. Like he just said, these females have so many options. Even the, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be funny or nothing, man. But you know what I'm saying? Even the big females, man, obese, whatever you want to call them, overweight, even they got options. Even, you know what I'm saying? They're not just the late night creep no more, dude. You know what I'm saying? They're not just the take one for the team. They're not just the take one for the team no more. You know what I'm saying? Candidates. You know what I mean? So now, you feel what I'm saying? Now, they get cocky, they get sassy. You know what I'm saying? They got options. So you know what even though it ain't all about looks, but to these broads and to people, superficial people, it is. But even to the real attractive so-called, you know what I'm saying, females or whatever, they get super mass amounts of attention. So it's not a balance. It's not a balance at all with the men and the women. And then these women say, oh, men, certain men, that's the rare, man. It don't matter, you know what I'm saying, supposedly how good looking the guy looks. None of that. You know what I'm saying? It's just these females it's just like, for example, 15, 20 years ago, getting a female, you would have to approach a female at the mall. You know what I'm saying? You would have to approach her at the damn, you know what I'm saying? The bank, you feel what I'm saying? The store. You see what I'm saying? Most of the time, 80, 70% of the time, she's going to give you her number. 80, 70% of the time, that might even be your girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? It was less options for them. So they valued the comment. See, these females think they're celebrities because they kind of get attention like B-list, A-list celebrities, some of them. So, you know what I'm saying? The dudes, you know what I'm saying, that they run across a lot of times, they're like, who is this dude? Oh, it's another dude that's on me. It's another dude give me attention. That gets so-called boring to them. You know what I'm saying? So that's when you go, they so-called, oh man, they like the bad boys. It may not necessarily be because the bad boys. It might just be the dudes that are not going to really, that have a lot of options. That's not really going to give them as much attention as the rest of the dudes. It's psychological, man. It's psychological. What's the thing when you act like you don't want females? They, you know what I'm saying? They want you and all this bullshit. But I just think it's a little worse now,
Most
man.
females ain't never had a man telling the truth. So whenever they come across a man telling the truth, they flip out because they used to do kicking their ass telling lies.
That's another thing too. Yeah, these dudes is simps, and a lot of these dudes their game ain't up. So you, on top of these females having a lot of options, a lot of these dudes, you know what I'm saying, they're either used to the old style 20 years ago where there's no phones like that. They used to just approach, or they're you know what I'm saying, they're just so socially awkward because guess what? This social media is making us socially awkward. It's making it to where you don't really interact with. You may have somebody's number, but you're gonna hit them up on a damn social media chat site instead of just calling them. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you see somebody, you talk to people miles away, but most of the time you ain't gonna go visit them. So I mean, I don't know, man. It's just nowadays it's not good. I'm, as a person that's dating right now, is whack. You know what I'm saying? It's whack.
Yeah, it is.
And you meet more weird. I mean, they're just more awkward than before. They're really the stuff that comes out of the women's mouth, females' mouths.
People go on dates to hookah bars and stuff now, so it is kind of odd, ain't it?
It's like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know, man. This shit crazy.
All right, Chak, you still there? What?
But Kevin Samuels was the shit, man. I don't care what nobody say. And you still got you still got these people bashing Kevin Samuels in death. But see, these aren't so-called Europeans bashing him in death. And ain't no white people. It's people that are like us doing it. So that's why another reason why, the white supremacy and man, this and that. I don't really just jump on it like that because it's like, I kind of see through the little veil by now.
Ain't to be mad. Ain't no need to be mad. Hey, look. Like I told the guy, Kevin Samuels was entitled to his own opinion. He can say what he wants. I said, daggone. He didn't become, when he was talking to men, he wanted the bad guy. Because men gonna correct men. And when you start correcting the women, that's when
you say Darius from Atlanta, you funny. They think they got options, but they don't. Laugh a lot. Brothers got to step their game up. If the only
now
option...
wait a minute. Now, Darius, I agree with this statement somewhat. Back in the day, obese females didn't get no place, so they had to make some changes. But now the dude's struggling, so they got to date little built females, and that's gassing their head up. But you know what? I'm gonna say this. Daggone, they be on the same stuff too. And so it's kind of like everybody daggone. I mean, the vanity that shot so far up the sky. And that's what even the Bible tell you that in the last days, people.
Well, see, one of my things is too, though, Frank and Bernard, man. Go back to the conversation we was having.
Oh, this man really going in. Fat moms shouldn't get no play at all, but if you're desperate for sex and you're looking for easy wins, you go for low-hanging fruit. Single moms or loose chicks, etc.
See, the thing we're experiencing in this American, though, man, is a lot of the women, some females, not let's say some females, right? It's a certain mentality of female. Let's put it that way. They have a list of demands, wants from the opposite sex, which is us, the men, but they don't meet the requirements on the other end. Though. It's nothing being reciprocated, man. You want a man, you say you want a real man. A real man is most men. I'm joking when I say this. Or toxic masculinity. When I use it, it's like we don't really watch, female sports, female movies like that. You know what I'm saying? So they would consider that as a toxic masculinity. So I'm using that phrase lightly, right? So most men, you know what I'm saying? But they want you to be cuddly. See, they want you to be like putty in their hands. You know what I mean? And then they talk about you when you that docile and you that damn, I don't like using this word either, beta type ish. Then they talk about you, but they want you to be just like them. They want you to think like them and move like them. We wasn't designed like that. That's what it's called, opposite attracts. We are the opposite of the female race. The male race is the opposite of the female race. Right. That is a fact. We was designed similar, but we have different capabilities, attributes.
This man say they lying looking for a productive simp. A beta male with money is what they want, but it's not that many paid simps out there. LOL. Okay.
That's a damn lie. There's a whole bunch of paid simps out there. All the celebrity niggas is paid simps.
Yeah, the NBA cats.
Hey, the paid simps. Yeah, come on, man. They are the paid simps. And that's the image of the man that they want. That's not a real image of what the ideal man is in life. That's a souped up, inflated, capitalism inflated, you know what I'm saying? Biden inflation on life.
Didn't dude take Ice Spice?
Hey, Darius, you know what?
Didn't dude take Ice Spice on a $500,000 shopping?
Yeah, Jordan Poole. Yeah, they say Ice Spice.
Dude,
ridiculous.
Ice Spice are fine. You know what? You're right, Darius. Now they right when talking about celebrities, a lot of simps, but there's not that many celebrities out there though. But let me say this: there go these simps, right? The simps, they think they pimping, but they really only they only hanging on for, and they got an expiration date. Because when the money gone, they gone. Or they get taken to the cleaners like Zion Williamson.
Yeah.
That's burnt.
Hey, look.
So let me ask y'all. Does money change the man? when he come into an abundance of money, of finance,
You know what?
upgrading economics.
I found out money don't change you. Money make people what they always were or wanted to be.
Right. I had to agree with that. I had to agree with that.
And them chicks they put on those celebrity dudes is 10 to 1 for regular dudes. In Atlanta, bro, it's 10 females to 1 male.
But you know what, too? I see what he's saying. I mean, well, you gotta look at it like this. You know what I'm saying? Like most of these females are only messing with like 20% of the dudes, though. So they're fucking with the same type of dudes. The same dudes and the same type of dude. They ain't gonna never admit it, though. You know what I'm saying?
The same type of image, the same image of a guy. So it's only one guy, really.
The narrative. The dude with the dreads, the tats on his face, is just bullshit, stupid shit. You know, that it's just the dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Like who would want to see? But see, something's wrong with you for wanting to pick a dude like that, though. You know what I'm saying? Like something's wrong with you because you know what I'm saying. Vice versa, you represent the dude represents you, so it's just like it kind of says a lot about you. You know, but see, that makes sense because these females these female rappers are pushing that image to these females. The bad boy, but it's not necessarily the bad boy. See, a thug or a gangster isn't necessarily masculine, but they perceived as masculine. You feel make sense?
You know what I saw today, Frank? I saw a crazy comment on Instagram, man. And the woman said, "I wish we could choose our baby father." I said, "This got to be one of the craziest shit I ever saw in my damn life, man." But then, hold on. You did choose.
What?
Didn't you choose?
See. Slow down. That's why they need to go back and listen. See, that's what I'm saying. They need to listen to this. They need to go back and listen to the stuff they say come out their mouth.
I still think Cheryl Ali and Kevin Samuels should have did a show together. That would have been ill. You know what I'm saying?
But allegedly, they was working on something together, you know.
Because he talks like her and she. Well, I can't say she talks like him because she's been out longer than him. But they're really similar, and you know, it's 100% of you know what I'm saying. You know,
What I told you about Shout Out Ali and Judge Joe Brown. I said, "Dad, go." The only thing that saved them is they older. Because if they was younger, like me, Shaq, and you, Frank, they be ready to smack us upside the head with a fly swatter and dang on shoot. One of them might shoot us with a damn gun and we make them mad enough.
Damn.
Ouch.
I mean, but they're not. So come on, now. They're not getting the results. Okay, they got the education. Some of them got money. Some of them got jobs. They got good careers. Some of them doing entrepreneurship too, and still not happy. See. And still not happy and not satisfied. So I'm gonna ask the question to everybody that's listening.
Are you ever satisfied, Shaq?
That's what I'm about to say. Is the American woman unsatisfiable?
Ooh.
I love you. I got a daughter. I got mothers. I got sisters. I got cousins and stuff, female cousins and stuff like that. But if you going with this model,
Father's Day.
to be honest, my mama got me something for Father's Day, and that's so I gotta give it up to her. But she got me something for Father's Day. She got me a little beard kit. You know what I'm saying? A man's box. You know what I'm saying? Like the beard stuff.
At least they look, and I'm not even celebrating days, but at least they thought of you. That's good. Daggone shoot.
But my daughter, but let me tell you this. Hold on, but no, let me tell you this. I wish I can get it and show her. Oh, my daughter, she went and bought me, man. Bless her heart. That's what the older women say. Bless her heart, poor baby. Hey, Frank, she trying to call herself, give me a little outfit, right? She got me 2 pairs of shorts, right? Nigga, why she give me these shorts, nigga? They come above the goddamn thigh, nigga. Like damn, there, nigga. I'm tall, slim. You don't get these little men with goddamn these little dick ass shorts. These little dick ass shorts. You gonna give me?
So what's his name?
You gonna give me these little dick ass shorts, man?
Oh, Julius Irvin shorts and shit.
Oh, you ain't? Yeah, man. Some thigh shorts, nigga, like they come above the knee. I ain't rocking no unless I'm
Oscar Robertson looking shit.
Man,
you were playing ball the other day, right? I was at the court of the street, and the guy said, you know, all the guys out there playing ball, but like, some of them came with their sons. Two of them came with their son and his friend, and the guy was joking about it. Now I don't really care, but he was just saying Mother's Day they got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, right?
Damn.
He said the only time they talk about Father's Day is on that one Sunday, and that's it. They ain't doing it no weekend now, but they can do it on Sunday. He said they get 3 days, and men don't complain. But he said you don't get a Mother's Day gift. They ready to daggone. They might put some raid in your drink and try to make sure you poison. He was joking though.
That's a good point, man.
But
society, you see how society pushes it? Society, that's society right there, though. That's this environment.
Valentine's Day.
They push that way more than see what that tell you.
Christmas.
Just like what's the name? Just like who gets taken to the cleaners mostly. You know what I'm saying when it comes down to the child support thing. Even though you know what I mean, honestly, the stats show that you know what I'm saying there's more you know what I'm saying deadbeat mothers than fathers, but that's another story. But you know what I'm saying who's mostly getting the wage garnishes? Who did Clinton make the Welfare Reform Act for in 95 or 94? Which one? You know what I'm saying? It was for the men. It was going after the men. You feel what I'm saying? To garnish your wages, put you in jail, take your driver's license. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy, dude. Like you see how that correlates, but there's not like they'll watch and garnish your wages, but at the same time they're not going to watch to see what the woman or the mother of your child is spending the money on. They're not going to watch her wages. They're not going to watch her spending. Interesting.
And I noticed that that pale face would take their ass to court. See, us black men, they try to punk us. They try to punk us and bully us. You know what I mean? But that pale face, he'll take their ass to court. See, they ought to be happy, man, that we don't do that. But you see more and more men are doing it though. I didn't see some of these celebrities. They didn't put some of these women in. Either they didn't gave up their parentship, and they just decided to pay child support or spouse support. You see some of these motherfucking celebrity black women and the whites are paying spouse support and child support. These men are flipping it on their head, back on their head. Now, you know, so they need, man, look here.
Yeah.
You pushing this energy of trying to be competitive toward the man, and you know, it ain't no such thing as an equal like that, because you're not going to take the equal punishment as a man would get. A man would get punished, as you can see, get punished for some of the things that we do as men. These women don't want to get punished the way men want to get punished. Men get punished. They just don't.
That's why there's more
penalized.
There's more man prisons than women prisons, though.
I mean, all the things that you get. Sexual harassment. Most women don't get penalized for sexual harassment. Man can get penalized for sexual harassment, whether he did it or not. That could be a stain on his person, on his social credit. You know what I mean?
Well, let me bring this.
Those are privileges. Those are privileges, man. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I'm just glad. I'm glad I had Chak on tonight to break down this thing on Kevin Samuels. It was very interesting. I told you we would do that at the end. Frank, I'm glad you came on again. Right?
For sure.
Pretty good. Glad y'all really came on. I get a break,
Right.
But it's good that Darius, thank you for coming on, brother. Give me your insight.
Yeah, shout out to the people in the chat, man. They came on and tapped in, man. Like y'all like, share, and subscribe, man. You know.
80% of the dudes out here are invisible to females. They all want the top 10% of high value man, no matter if they can get them or not. That could be true. But y'all, that is actually true. But y'all,
but it's really not a high value though, Bernard. It's really they seeking a high earner though. They're really seeking a high earner because they want to live the lavish lifestyle of a high value relationship or high value man. You know, so it's really a high earner that they want. You know what I mean? Yeah, they want a high earner because you can get the. Who says a man that's making 75, 85,000 don't have high values? And standards and statutes, and you know.
I see what you're saying.
See what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
The bus driver, the sanitation worker, trash driver.
Old girl recently said she wouldn't date a bus driver, and women was backing that up, though.
Man, I see that clip, and I guess I don't know if she was trying to clarify it up. She was talking about some. Well, a bus driver, something about AI. Something 10 years or 10. You still a bus driver 10 years from now when AI take your job and all that. I'm looking like, dude, look here. AI take all of y'all jobs, nigga. Matter of fact, what is her job? Because first of all, being a celebrity, you know what I'm saying? AI is finna wipe all y'all up out of there. So y'all finna be right back down with the people anyway, and you're gonna have to figure out how to survive, right? Just like the rest of us. Y'all been living half the hog. The AI finna get your ass on up out of them celebrities. All these celebrities finna get your ass on up out of her.
Never
It's a
mind.
fact.
Well,
They don't need you no more. Thank you for building
guess
up
what?
their economy, the industry, Hollywood, entertainment. Thank you. But they finna get your asses up out of there.
Yeah, well.
Name, image, and
let's just
likeness. Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, Frank, go ahead and shout his information, man.
Once again, BJ, good looking out for having me on here again. You see what I'm saying? You know, y'all can hit me on Instagram, Frank Jones 88115 or XX Frank Nitty XX on Instagram. You feel me? And XX Frank Nitty XX on YouTube. I think YouTube low key trying to shadow ban me a little bit because you type in my name and it's all types of basketball stuff comes up. It's kind of weird, whatever though. So yeah, just hit me up, like, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Share this out and share this channel out too, man. Good looking out for letting me come back on here, BJ. Work.
Yeah, good shit. Good stuff. Go ahead, Frank.
Yeah, man. You know my motto, man. All hands on deck, man. You know, Black fathers matter. You know what I mean?
Do they matter?
I'm putting respect on because, like you said, black men, due to popular popular conversations and stuff, mainstream conversations, black men do try to be in their children's life. To be honest, they do. And try to co-parent as much as possible they can due to the circumstances, you know what I mean? And the options that they've been, you know. And they do it proudly. Most of them do it proudly, you know. But I would say, man, salute to everybody, man. Keep on doing your thing, man. Like I said, like and share this channel's platform. You go check me out at Shaq_Edwards at Instagram, or Shaq Edwards on Facebook. But yeah, with that being said, I bid you guys adieu. Hey, protect all black anuses, man. We can hashtag protect all black anuses, man.
Well,
seriously.
Like I said, y'all know where you can get me. KingBJMedia.com. Bernard Johnson Facebook, Bernard1120 on Instagram, King BJ Fitness 32. You want to donate $1 1919 BJ Cash App, 1987 BJ 1 Twitter, and KingBJFitness.com. So just like I said, take your time. We got more stuff to break down. I'll try to get back on later in the week. Y'all take your time. Have a good night and keep on pushing.
All right, man. Salute.
Take your time.
Peace, man.